can't
Steve
imagine they
Harris,
have
one of
12
them Steve Harris.
employees.
You're probably right. They probably don't.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 employees and their families.
There we go.
That's better.
Although you know what? They do have a photo here from 2012 of the ribbon cutting, because apparently they changed ownership.
Oh.
And this
So are
photo
they even
has
the same company then?
Well, I mean they're still using the same logo.
Same logo.
There are more than
So is
12
Atari.
people in this screenshot. Or in this photo.
You just called a photo a screenshot.
I know, right? Oh my goodness. Wow,
Yikes.
a lot of these people are tagged too.
Okay, let's.
All right.
Including Dennis Carper, the founder of Redmond Cable.
Oh, man.
Yeah, think about that.
You probably talked to Ed Semrad himself.
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah, probably. All righty. Welcome to the After Show.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we are doing an EGM review quiz from the September 1997 issue of the magazine. And I'm going to read the review. Our reviews plural, and then Greg and Phil here are going to try to guess the game that is being reviewed based upon these review text and some game names and company names are blanked out.
This is usually pretty difficult.
We'll see if they're able to in this one. And we're going to go in Watchmen play in order. So Greg, you're up first.
Okay.
Was preemptive.
Already wrong.
That's pretty mean.
Just checking to see if it worked. Clearly it did. All right. This one is for PlayStation. This unusual racer, which plays like the driving levels of blank, would have scored higher if it offered more than 4 courses, one of which is a training course. The one thing keeping you playing after you beat it in 5 hours or less is the nearly 20 hidden cars you earn for meeting various objectives. I'd rather have less vehicles, more tracks. An unusual racer for PlayStation 1.
That plays like the driving levels of blank.
Only has 4 courses, one of which is a training course.
What issue is this?
Sorry, September 1997. Did I not say that before?
You may have. I just forgot.
September 97. This is a driving game, so you would think that Greg would be right on the money. PlayStation driving game or unusual racer. I'm sorry, racer.
I don't know. I know this won't be right, but I'm just going to make a guess. Ridge Racer Type 4.
No, that is not correct.
Ridge Racer Type 5.
Is that your answer?
No, it is. No. Even I know that's not a real game.
Yeah.
I hate to do this. Could you read it again, please?
Do you really hate to do it? I don't hate to
you know
do
what?
it.
It's actually kind of fun to do. Yeah.
This unusual racer, which plays like the driving levels of blank, would have scored higher if it offered more than 4 courses, one of which is a training course. Ooh. The one thing keeping you playing after you beat it in 5 hours or less is the nearly 20 hidden cars you earn for meeting various objectives. I'd rather have less vehicles, more tracks.
That should be fewer vehicles.
Well,
I calls it like I sees it.
Go ahead and email Crispin Boyer.
Now he should know better. Because Crispin's an exceptional writer.
That is very true.
Oof. I have no idea. Motor Tune Grand Prix.
Oh, that's a good answer.
However, it is wrong.
Not that good of an answer.
It is Felony 1179. Do you remember the game?
I remember that name. I never played it.
I'm going to look up the cover. Because PS1 Felony 1179.
Yeah.
I guess I remember that
this
cover.
Game. Yeah.
From ASCII.
ASCII Entertainment.
Of all people. Huh. No way I would have gotten that.
True. Phil,
Yes.
this one's for the Sega Saturn.
Okay.
Blank has no excuse here. If they can put out a beautiful track shooter like Blank, then why couldn't they here? Blank's shoddy graphics made it difficult to follow the action. You'll probably just press the buttons rapidly and hope you won't get hit. The music is ridiculous, and the game is way too short. You can find much better arcade shooters.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh man.
Sega Saturn.
Yeah. Boy, I have no idea. I'm going to take a wild guess. I don't even know if this game was on Saturn, but I'm going to say Microcosm.
Sorry, that is wrong.
Oh, well.
Greg.
See, what I first, when you said track shooter, I thought they were talking about a light gun game, but then the rest of the review reads like a shooter,
Right.
like a side-scrolling shooter or something. On the Saturn in 1997.
Yeah. With ridiculous music. And it's too short, apparently.
Microcosm was only on Sega CD.
Oh.
That did not
Yes,
get ported to Saturn.
And the FM Towns. Marty.
And the Amiga CD32.
And the Amiga, yeah. So it was only on a few different systems.
Yeah. It was not on Saturn, is my point.
True.
So this is something that would have had to have come here. I have no idea.
Saturn in 97.
I have no idea. I don't have a guess.
All right. The answer is Sky Target. Sky
What?
Target.
You're just picking most obscure games you can, aren't you?
I got to look up that.
Look up Sky Target.
Sky Target.
Two games that I do remember the names of, but never played once.
I am looking at the cover. I am looking at screenshot. It looks like Afterburner.
Yeah.
I do not remember this game at all.
Well, they said if Sega can put out a beautiful track shooter like Panzer Dragoon,
that's what I figured. Yeah. I figured they were talking about Sega, and I thought they were talking about Panzer Dragoon, but
yeah,
I had no idea what it could possibly be. Hence my ridiculous airball of a guess.
Yes. Well, Greg.
Yeah.
This one is also for the Sega Saturn.
Okay.
Besides this one being a solid RPG, the dialogue is some of the most hilarious in any RPG to date, even compared to other Blank titles. Any game that can poke fun at itself gets my respect. On top of this, the graphics look great, and the fighting system is easy to use. The storyline is interesting, but it is pretty much a standard RPG story.
I'm going to say Albert Odyssey.
That was my guess. Hey,
it is Albert Odyssey. 1 point. Excellent.
Never played that game.
I have played that game. I reviewed it for GameSpot.
Was that your review?
No. Although I may have written the Sushi X review on that one.
Oh, really?
But I liked it quite a bit.
I have a copy of it that I never bought it back in the day that Mike Rank sent me.
Oh, nice.
He sent me a whole pile of Saturn games with no cases years ago, and that was one of the games he sent.
That's excellent.
Nice.
All right, Phil.
Yes.
This one is for the PlayStation.
Okie dokie.
This one takes me back to the good old days of Blank's 16-bit Blank-based games. Blank packs the old school charm and gameplay of classics like Blank, combined with the most fluid animation yet seen in a PlayStation game. It offers a good variety of levels too. The side-scrolling stages are the best. I do wish it was easier to collect passwords.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
In a very short period of time.
A lot going on in this one. Takes me back to the good old days.
Good old days.
Of Blank's 16-bit blank-based games.
Blank-based games.
Yeah.
What does that mean? All those games based on blank.
Blank.
This has got great animation, you say?
Some of
The
best.
most fluid animation yet seen in a PlayStation game.
Ooh.
Hmm.
What's a... Wish it was easier to collect passwords.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part that's throwing me off. I had a guess right up until that line.
What was a game where you had to collect passwords?
Select passwords.
On a PlayStation,
Yeah.
where we had memory cards.
That's what's really throwing me.
Hmm.
Don't help, CJ. Just be
I'm not
quiet.
going to help. I'm not going to say it.
I mean, you can help a little.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Oh. Good animation.
Yeah. Good
Takes you
variety
back-
of levels.
Yeah.
Side-scrolling ones are the best.
Side scrollings are the best.
Hmm.
What would... Huh.
Really makes you think.
It really does make me think. Not
It doesn't make me think because I'm looking at the answer, but it makes you
Right.
think. Yeah.
Oh boy. Side scrolling levels
Yeah.
are the best.
Yes.
Boy,
Yeah,
oh
what do you
boy.
What do you got? What do you got?
I don't know. Pandemonium. I don't know.
Is that your
Sure,
answer?
Pandemonium. Nah.
Damn, because that was my guess. If you didn't get it, I wanted to. Up until the side-scrolling levels are the best in the password thing, I was gonna say Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But then the but then
So
it's
I'm
like
just
the
gonna say it
side-scrolling
anyway
stuff.
because I don't know what the answer is. So Symphony of the Night.
Sorry, that's wrong. The answer is Disney's Hercules.
Oh my gosh,
Disney's
I love
Hercules.
Disney's
Oh.
Hercules.
That did have
I
good
forgot
animation.
that had passwords.
The good old days of Sega's 16-bit Disney-based games.
Oh, Disney-based games.
Done by Traveler's Tales, by the way.
Was it really?
Yep. No,
Okay.
actually,
How can-
now that I say that, I think it's actually Eurocom.
Oh,
I don't know why I thought Traveler's Tales. Now,
Talking about the old school charm and gameplay of classics like Aladdin, which were just released at this point like 3 years ago
Yeah.
before this.
but Hercules on the PlayStation was really good.
yeah,
I
I've heard
really
that.
enjoyed that game a lot.
that is true.
All right, Greg.
hmm
This one's for the Sony PlayStation
Okay.
computer entertainment system. I know this is another hit in Japan, but at times it's hard to see why. You can't interact with many of the objects on the screen, and you're guided directly to the next cutscene without needing to follow the plot. The most interaction that takes place is when you're being chased by Scissor Man and need to find a way to escape. Even then, the solutions are obvious.
What was the name of this game?
I mean,
What?
Don't say it. If you know it.
I'm just amazed you didn't blank out.
Scissor Man?
Yeah.
Scissor Man.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's generic enough that I
When
can.
blank made this blank, it was a really good game.
See, I
When you
I-
battle Dr. Wily,
know
Right.
I know what game it is
Do
Yeah.
you?
based on the
Do you?
Scissor Man, but I don't
Yeah.
remember the title of it.
Do you know what game
Um,
it is? Do you? You think you do?
I think. Well, no, I can visual. I know I've played it and I can visualize
played
it. Like
Okay.
but I couldn't tell you what the title is. Is it?
Rack that brain. Dig deep.
I have two guesses.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Clock Tower.
I think you're right.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It is
Nice.
Clock Tower.
Of course it is.
Ah, I
That's
couldn't
the
decide
game.
if it was that or Tecmo's Deception.
That's the game with Scissor Man. I mean, I mean, you handed him that
So
answer.
that
Did I?
was
Yes.
no, I don't think everybody would know that.
No,
It's the
I certainly
main
didn't.
villain.
So was
certainly didn't.
was that the game that had no other villains but him? Or do I have that wrong?
I don't know, but the whole gimmick of the game was Scissor Man chasing you around with scissors.
Well, yeah, I know.
I wouldn't.
I don't think it's as obvious as you think it is.
I think it's very obvious.
I think if you put
Blank made this.
I think if you put like 50 people in a room and ask them that question,
Blank
half
made
of
this
them will get
horror
it.
game where you're chased around by Nemesis.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Resident Evil was very popular.
I'm gonna
Clock
go ahead
Tower
and
is
say
not.
Resident Evil and Clock Tower are not really on the same sort of
Yeah, but I'm also
socially
saying
recognized
naming the
scale.
villain.
I
Naming
mean,
the game's
Ben
main
Rivers is
villain.
going to agree with you probably, but
What's that?
Ben Rivers might
Yeah.
agree with you, but
No,
I think you're overstating how obvious that made that.
Yeah.
But
No, I
that's just
think-
me.
I think
It's obvious
naming
to you,
yeah.
but you're not normal.
But
anyway,
it was
hey,
clearly
Phil,
obvious. It
wasn't
was
obvious to
you
me.
too.
I knew it was. I wasn't
Having
obvious to
gotten
me.
the
I had to
answer.
guess between that and Tecmo's Deception.
maybe you can redeem yourself with this one, Phil.
Okay, well, if you tell me exactly what it is, then yes, I bet I can.
Wow. Was the only word that came out when I first
World of
played
Warcraft.
this
World
one.
of Warcraft. Yep.
Is that your final answer?
Probably not. I don't know. Tell me the game's setting or what enemies you fight in it. Like, name the specific
Orcs.
proprietary trademark names of the enemies you fight in the game.
Scissor Man.
Okay.
Everything from
Scissorman.
the graphics to the gameplay was perfect. What's nice is that you can be a novice and still have fun, since the game can be one of luck or skill. On top of this, the funky, sometimes ambient sound fits the game well. My gripe is that luck often plays too much of a part.
Yeah,
Why would
I'll
you think
redeem
you would
myself
get
with this.
You'll redeem yourself with this one.
Jesus Christ. One more time?
Sorry, Nintendo 64. Did I say?
Oh,
not say
no,
the
you
system?
didn't.
No, you didn't.
You didn't
I was
say
thinking
that
it was
either.
a PlayStation game.
Nintendo 64. I'll reread it.
Thank you.
Wow was the only word that came out when I first played this one. Everything from the graphics to the gameplay was perfect. What's nice is that you can be a novice and still have fun, since the game can be one of luck or skill. On top of this, the funky, sometimes ambient sounds fit the game well. My gripe is that luck often plays too much of a part.
So it's an N64 game.
N64.
We have no real clue what type of game it is, other than it has funky
That's true.
sounds and luck.
Perfect.
And luck plays a big part in it sometimes,
Or skill.
or skill. But sometimes
skill.
it's sometimes too much luck, though.
Too much luck now. Yeah, too much luck. N64, 1997.
Yeah, no, I got all that. I got all that.
Yeah.
You want to share like the developer or like who, what you
Hey, for
find
what
in
it's
the game?
worth, I just went and looked up Clock Tower, and it was not at all the game I was envisioning.
Oh, really?
I'm thinking of a completely different game.
But that's the game with Scissor Man. It
Okay,
very
that's
much
not
is.
why that's
Well,
not
you
why I
got it though. You did get it.
Yeah, no.
All right. Phil could get this one, but probably
No, of
not.
course I can't. Of course I can't get this one. This has nothing. This has no clue. There's luck and funky sounds. Funky
Sometimes
ambient.
ambient.
Funky sounds.
Sometimes ambient.
Oh goodness!
What game has an ambient
I
soundtrack
don't
on
know.
the N64?
Every game.
Hmm.
Every game has ambient sounds.
Every? All right.
Just functionally, yes.
Okay.
There's only one game that has Scissor Man. I can tell you that much.
Well, it's not also a Mega Man boss?
No,
Oh, that's
that's Cut Man. You're thinking of Cut Man.
Mm.
I don't know. Tetrasphere. You are
It is
kidding me.
Tetrasphere.
You are
All
kidding
that
me.
whining and
Tetrasphere.
bitching and moaning.
Is that a
and
joke?
you still got it.
Is that a joke? Is it actually
It's not a
Tetrasphere?
joke. It is actually Tetrasphere.
That's a good game, by the way.
It's
I just-
actually Tetrasphere.
I was like, what's an N64 game that no one's thought of in the past 20 years that this couldn't possibly be?
And Tetrasphere is
Sure.
the correct answer.
I guess,
Well,
I guess I'll eat that bit of crow. I guess I did redeem myself.
you
I think
did redeem yourself.
I think I deserve 5 points for that one.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh my!
Maybe we'll give you 2. We'll tie it up. The game is
Why?
not tied.
Why?
Perfect.
What?
Perfect.
Going into the tiebreaker, we are tied.
I hate these
2
games.
points apiece.
I'm trying to figure out what game it was I was envisioning now.
All right,
This one's Deception.
this one is for PlayStation.
Techno's
Uh-huh.
Deception, you set traps though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
okay. Sorry. This is
Yeah,
for
you're trying
PlayStation?
to trap like enemy soldiers and
Yeah.
things.
No, I don't.
Man,
no,
I
that's
love Tecmo's Deception. Just
Okay.
loved it.
Are we ready?
Yep.
I know. Let's
PlayStation
talk more
game.
about Tecmo's Deception.
PlayStation game.
PlayStation. I remember being all stoked when the PC version of this came out, and finally it has come to the PlayStation. I can't say I'm all that impressed. A lot of the little character animation. Wait, what? Oh,
You're the
a
one
lot of
reading
the
it.
little character animation lacks, well, animation. It's just not as fun as the first one. Definitely not as easy to get into. Graphically, it's decent, but nothing revolutionary. A rental first for me.
Okay. Until it started to say that this was like a sequel, I had a guess, but now
Hmm.
No, you don't.
1997 PC version came out first. But it didn't say what kind of game it was.
No,
No.
it did not.
It did get this reviewer
Hmm.
very stoked for the PC version, not the PlayStation
Right.
version. Yeah. Because the character animation lacks, well, animation.
Animation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll go with my first guess, which was MDK.
Sorry, that is wrong.
Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Ooh.
Sorry, that is wrong.
Bummer.
That answer was so bad, Phil. I'm going to have to take away your points. So now, Greg, you are the
dare you.
winner.
You're not going to tell us what the answer was, though?
Oh, no, I'm not going to tell you. I'll just
Nope.
let you hang in the wind.
It was absolutely Red Alert. He just is getting revenge on me.
No, it's Syndicate Wars was the answer.
Neither of us would have
Syndicate.
ever guessed that.
Oh, yeah,
Wars.
Syndicate Wars.
Yeah,
I forgot that game came out on PlayStation.
it did. Greg, you are our winner
Yay!
with 2 points.
Yay.
Although I still say one of those points is viciously unearned.
You scissor
Considering I
man.
was envisioning the wrong game, which means it was absolutely a lucky guess.
I don't
I
know.
still can't believe, Phil, that you got Tetrasphere out of that
Hey,
review.
I'm telling you,
Good. That was good.
Greg naming a video game when you tell him the main villain is a lot less impressive than me getting Tetrasphere based on funky ambience.
It's too bad this wasn't a contest about who was more impressive.
You know what? Maybe not to you,
Mm.
but to me,
Oh.
everything is a contest about who's the most impressive.
Alrighty,
Let me
well.
tell you, buddy, I always
Thank
come
you.
out on top.
Phil and Greg for playing this little
Jesus.
review quiz.
Hey, you got it.
And thank you, listeners, for supporting the show
Yeah.
with your Patreon dollars. We do appreciate it. It does make everything at the Player One podcast run a little more smoothly, greases the wheels. And I thank you for it.
And we love
All
our
right.
wheels greasy.
That's right.
Oh, grease them up.
The greasier, the better.
Oh,
Listeners,
yeah.
if you have an idea for a game
on.
we can play on the after show, you can email that to player1podcast@gmail.com. We're currently at we need some listener games, so send them on in. That'd be pretty nice.
So you're starting to sound desperate.
Not to sound desperate, but please, God, if you have a game, send it in now. But anyway, we hope you are safe and well. Hope your family, friends, loved ones are safe and well too. And we hope to talk at you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.